Alongside my co-moderators, Megan Kelly and Chris Wallace, with our partner
I think they're fired up. Jinx.
Hello.
panel. Thank you very much. We'll check in after the debate. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, Brett. Well, we have been partnering with Facebook. As you know, they've been partnering with Facebook. Who's getting the most traffic, the most buzz? Not necessarily traffic, the most buzz, but things like the most share interactions, shares. Donald Trump. This is his heat map. Check it out across the entire country. He's got a lot of heat, a long heat. Remember, he's been talking about heat quite a bit.
Why don't we bring them out? Would you like to see the candidates? That's what.
Gentlemen, we know how much you love hand jobs. Is there anyone on stage, and can I see hands, who is unwilling tonight to pledge your hands to the Republican Party and pledge to not run an independent hand job? Again, we're looking for you to raise your hand now. Raise your hand now if you won't make that pledge tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's just this incredible anticipation about this, partly because there's this anticipation about waiting in anticipation about this, anticipation, and so we're all sort of anticipating, and for anticipating, see what anticipation he's going to anticipating.
Jinx.
Governor Kasich, I know you don't like to suck Donald Trump's talk, but I do want to ask you about the merit of what he just said. When you say that the government is sending stupid Donald Trump.
Mr. Trump. So, Mr. Trump, to be clear, Mr. Trump,
I fully understand.
the place where the RNC
I fully
will
understand.
give the nominee, you can't say
I
tonight
fully understand.
that you can make that pledge.
I do.
The last thing the country needs is another Bush in the Oval Office.
I'm going to run hard, that's fine. I've got a record in Florida. I'm my dad, and I'm certainly my brother. In Florida, they call me because I earned it. They call me veto man rolling because I vetoed 2,500 man rollings in the budget.
Dr. Carson, you are a successful neurosurgeon, but you admit that you have fucked up when it comes to foreign policy, saying there's a lot to learn. Your critics say that your involved and shows. You suggested that the states are not a part of the U.S. And just months ago, you were unfamiliar with the major political parties and government in the U.S. Aren't these basic mistakes? And don't they raise legitimate questions about whether you are ready to be president?
Well, I could take issue with all of those things, but we don't have time. The thing that is probably most important is having a brain and learn things very rapidly. So